Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now we are on week 3 on this semester. So I will continue to guide and to brief you regarding our project, IED Principle, Integrated Engineering Design Principle. Okay, so for the third week, um, we will learn about complex engineering problem. Okay, so before that, recap. Okay, in the first week, you meet with your new friend and get to know to each other. Okay, you choose a name for your company or for your group, and you choose your leader. Identify the strengths of all members. Okay, who can do the electrical part, who can design the circuit, who can design a mechanical design, do who can be the leader, okay, who are outspoken, who are good in designing or good in software. Okay, so you know each other. And during the second week, the coordinator assign one advisor to each group, and we hope they will help you, they will guide you to go through this IED principle journey, and they will continue to guide you next semester for IED as well, because the project will be the same. You will do the prototyping for the project that you propose during this semester. Okay, and then after that, okay, you go back to your community. Okay, as you know, most of you are at home. Okay, you look at your community and survey whether there is a problem that you can solve. Okay, you meet up with the team and choose the best problem to solve. Okay, so every student, every member have their problem, and after you discuss, you come up with the best problem that you want to solve, the problem that promise a good opportunity, a good business kan maksudnya, a good problem that you will apa ni produce a solution for that problem, and you will, of course, you will sell and be a apa ni uh, be a good company lah kan, maksudnya you do a good product, you will design and do the prototyping for the solution for the problem. Okay, some advisor are with you. Okay, some advisor with you in the group, with you in the discussion, and some of them trust that you can do just fine without them. Okay, so just proceed. Okay, if they not reply to your message, okay, just inform them. Okay, you can text them, you can WhatsApp them, you can email them, so that they know if there is no word from them. Then yeah, you guys can proceed with the result of your discussion. Okay, so the journey continue. Now we are at week 3. Okay, so this is the EAC manual. Okay, EAC is one of the body that apa ni accredit uh, accredited and accredit your program. So one of the item is this course, okay, IED, or they call it Integrated Design Project. Okay, it is integrated because they have all of the POs, program outcome, okay, which cover problem analysis, design or development of solution, okay, modern tool usage, environment and sustainability, individual and team project teamwork, project management and finance, and lifelong learning. Okay, so if I can read here, I highlight with the red color, red text. Okay, the project involves complex engineering problem, okay, and design system component integrating core areas. Okay, so in this case, the core area is electrical, electronic, and also mechanical. Okay, meeting the specified need with appropriate consideration of public health and safety. Okay, cultural, societal, project management, economic, and environmental. Okay, so that's the PO here. Okay, it's cover as much as it can. Okay, so yeah, sometimes I will highlight this slide is belong to which PO. Okay, so now we want to understand what is complex engineering problem. Okay, so you guys have discussed the problem, and some of the advisor ask you whether this problem are good enough, are this problem are complex enough for you to solve. Some of them have asked you whether this problem will involve electrical or electronic discipline. Okay, so after this you have to revisit your problem and discuss with your team. Okay, so the CEP, the complex engineering problem, encompass complex problem solving, complex engineering activities, okay, as summarized in the table on the next slide. Okay, so the project will be solving the problem that you need to apply all your knowledge during from first year until now. Okay, if you are from diploma, then from diploma punya knowledge. Okay, that will be WP1. WP1 is about knowledge. Okay, and the problem also have conflict of requirement. Okay, so conflict of requirement meaning that you want it low cost but you need it good performance, something like that. Okay, there are conflict. Okay, and no obvious solution. The problem that you need to solve doesn't have obvious solution. Okay, so it must be complex. Okay, and for WP7, it's a multidiscipline, having a multidiscipline core areas. Okay, so namely electrical, electronic, and also mechanical. Okay, so if we go to the table, so this table is quite hard to understand. Okay, to be a complex problem, okay, to identify whether the problem is complex enough or not, so it must have these things. Okay, so it's need to have WP1 and some or all of WP2 until WP3. Okay, meaning that WP1 is a must. Okay, wajib ada. Okay, meaning so I will read the explanation for WP1. WP1 is about engineering knowledge. Okay, so the problem cannot be resolved without in-depth engineering knowledge. Okay, so what is in-depth engineering knowledge? So in-depth engineering knowledge meaning that they are at the level of this WK3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, 1 or more. Okay, at least 1 or more. So if you think that your problem require theory-based formulation of engineering fundamental required, and theory-based formulation of engineering fundamentals. So if it's required that of fundamental, then it is a complex. It satisfied the WP1. Okay, you also have to need others WP as well, WP2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, because complex problem need WP1 and some of the rest lah. Okay, so for WP1 only, it can be verified if it require theory-based formulation of engineering fundamental. Okay, WK4 engineering specialist knowledge. Okay, WP1 is about knowledge, engineering knowledge. Okay, engineering specific knowledge that provide theoretical framework and bodies of knowledge for the accepted practice area in the engineering discipline. Okay, much is at the forefront of the discipline. Okay, it's also a knowledge that support engineering design in practice area. So what is practice area and what is the knowledge that support the engineering design? Okay, WK6, a knowledge of engineering practice technology in the practice area in the engineering discipline. Okay, so if your problem require you to use modern tool usage, to use a modern tool, okay, to use a modern tool such as software, okay, for designing. So actually WK6 is, I think, because you will need you will have a design process, design the solution. So WK6, I think all group must have this WK6 and WK3. Again, and if you think that it's engage you with selected knowledge in the research literature of the discipline, meaning that your it require you to go to the journal publication, journal article, then it's also covered in WP1, okay, for WK8. Okay, so that settle for WP1, in-depth engineering knowledge. Okay, so for WP2, involve wide-ranging and conflicting area, engineering and others issues. WP3 have no obvious solution, require abstract thinking or generality in analysis to formulate suitable model. Okay, so if your problem doesn't have obvious solution, and you have problem, then somebody come and say, oh, for this problem you can do this. Okay, without going to university, they know how to solve this. So that is not a complex problem, complex engineering problem. Okay, WP4 involve infrequently encounters issues. WP5 are outside problem encompassed by standard and code of practice for professional engineering. WP6 involve diverse group of stakeholders with widely varying needs. Okay, so if the problem involve multiple stakeholder, and each stakeholder requires their own needs. Okay, if that's the case, then it is a complex problem. Okay, complex engineering problem. So you can choose this one. And also a high level problem, WP7, a high level problem including many component part or sub problem. So in this case, this one is WP7. This one multidiscipline. Okay, it will cover electrical, electronic and mechanical. All right. Okay, so uh, so accept not only complex problem solving punya table, but also complex engineering activities. So for the activities, here the one that was highlighted in the handbook, the activities, there are some activities that you can do. One of them is interview of an expert, okay, to get the insight of the problem and how to solve how the problem background and how to solve, how the solution should be designed. So you can you must do this. Okay, so playing the problem that it require you to do this. Okay, so okay, basically this one is activities. So you need to do this. Okay, interview an expert, looking for the information. Okay, detailed design. Okay, based on requirement of resolution problem to be solved between wide-ranging and conflicting engineering of other issue. Okay, for example, selection of electrical motors must consider its RPM. Okay, so this one is wide-ranging and conflicting technical lah. Okay, how to select an electrical motors. Okay, consider of this parameters. Okay, to suit which require characteristic of the load connected to the motor. This is one of the example. Okay, EA stand for engineering activities. Okay, it involve the use of diverse resources. Okay, so EA2 require resolution of significant problem arising from interaction between wide-ranging and conflicting technical. Okay, involve creative use of engineering principle and research-based knowledge. Okay, have a significant consequences in a range of contexts and characterized by difficulty of prediction and mitigation, can ascend beyond previous experience by applying principle-based approach. Okay, so there are some engineering activities that listed here. So discuss with the supervisor, and Okay, think of what activities that you will do and that involve the engineering complex engineering activities. Okay, so okay, next about background research. Okay, every problem that we want to solve, we must know the cause of why it happened, and we also have to survey the existing solution that done by others. Okay, some of the problem is not a new problem. There must be someone try to solve this problem. So try to look what the cause of that problem and what are the solution that have been proposed by the others, has been done by the others. Okay, the survey can be done by reading articles, journals, or any published material. So this one is googling lah. Okay, and also you are encouraged to find an expert in that area, listen to her opinion, what is the cause and what the existing solution based on his or her knowledge. Okay, so there's here you can also see some of the activities, and one of the activities is write down what have you been discussed in the logbook. Okay, recording all your meetings, all your discussion, also one of the engineering activities. Okay, the survey must be conducted in the intention to get technical reason and knowledge. Okay, so you need to do the background research, and also requirement. Okay, to fulfill one of the CEP requirement. Okay, so complex engineering problem have a requirement. You have a certain requirement. Okay, okay, so the coordinator will include some specific requirement that has element of conflicting of technical requirement. Okay, this will make the student think deeply, look for engineering knowledge that they have learned before. On the other hand, students must determine the characteristic of their design to match with specific requirement outlined by the JKIED. Okay, so there are some this is the project requirement, okay, not the course requirement. So the requirement will help you to choose what is the best solution. Okay, after this you will do this propose apa ni? You will do the sketching and looking for the best solution. So we will use the requirement to identify which solution are the best, which the solution give you the highest marks for certain requirement, okay, and also characteristic here. Okay, so this is some requirement that you can consider. Okay, in term of safety, okay, you can create your own, sentence, but these are the some requirement. Okay, safety, okay, the look elegance, easy to maintain, low cost effective, aesthetics, robustness, and environment friendly. Okay, these are some criteria. What criteria? Criterias. Okay, so that you can include in your project. Okay, so it's come to the task. What you need to do for this week, and if necessary, we will extend the deadline. So maybe it's like 2 weeks punya kerja lah. Okay, 2 weeks works. 1 or 2 weeks work. I will update to you after this. Okay, so the instruction, what you need to do during this week. So you need to set a live session with the team and revisit your selected problem. So last week you already submit the problem that you have discussed in your group. Now look at that problem again. Is it a complex engineering problem? Okay, you can use the template, the table, to help you to identify whether it is a complex engineering problem or not. Okay, if necessary, change the problem, because if the problem is very simple, then it's gonna not gonna go through this course. Okay, So if necessary, change the problem and choose the problem that's suitable, choose the problem that's complex, have a complex engineering. Okay, so if you have 4 members, you still have 2 or 3 other problem that you can look at, okay, if necessary. Okay, you may invite your supervisor to monitor your discussion, record your meeting in the logbooks. Okay, so now you have a logbook and you have to record it. Okay, after finalize your problem, do some background research or technical survey. It can be done by reading the article, Googles, and anything. Okay, and also you can find an expert. Okay, so if this a problem having by the some person that you know, okay, at your community, then you can go to him and ask him. Okay, record any finding in the logbook. Okay, so okay, for if you have got the information from the article, you need to record what article, okay, when the article was published, by who, okay, who is the publisher, and all that. Okay, record any finding in the logbook. And the last one, based on the finding, after you finalize, after you do the background research, okay, after you know what are the solutions that have done by the others, list up the requirement for the problem. This problem require you to have a what? Okay, low cost punya solution. This problem is closed loop solution. This problem require what. Okay, so list up all the requirement for your problem. Okay, so these are some form, okay, that you need to submit. That will help you to identify whether it is complex or not, and also it will you need to submit it. Okay, so here you have a background of the problem. Okay, so write some background of your problem. Okay, why you find it interesting. Okay, whose problem is that. Okay, and then in a short sentence, write your problem. What is the problem that you need to solve? Okay, and then define the problem. Who need what, because of why. Okay, who the stakeholder, orang kampung ke, kan, siapa ke, anak-anak ke, pelajar sekolah ke, ibu bapa yang hantar anak ke sekolah ke. Okay, who is the stakeholder, and require, need, what is your solution. Require a system that apa, what system, what solution, because of why. So why is the objective. Okay, because who need what, because you need solution, because to apa kan, to increase the efficiency, to reduce the process time, to improve the quality, to, okay, so I write some hint here, so you guys can use this hint for the objective, and you can add the other as well. Don't stick or apa, yeah, don't try in this hint. Okay, you can just find and look for the others. Okay, read and find the objective, and okay, sorry, and also after that, after you done all the background research and all that, specify your requirement. Okay, so the hint here: safety, elegant, okay, something that I have mentioned before, cost effective, aesthetic, robustness, environment friendly, closed loop system, easily mobilized. Okay, is something that require you to mobilize, okay, senang nak bawa sana sini. Okay, low energy consumption, low cost, user friendly, and so write all the requirement. Just brainstorm and write it down. Okay, and at the second page of that, okay, you need to state, you need to identify whether it's complete or not. Okay, you can use this table. Okay, so here, if I can go to the file itself, this one. Okay, so this one is the vetting form. Okay, so at this page you can write, okay, why you think that your problem require a theory based formulation of engineering fundamental. So write it here. Okay, so write it. Yeah. Okay, if you mention that your problem require a knowledge of technologies, okay, engineering practice technologies, maksudnya you use uh, some technologies, okay. Okay, modern to usage, like you say what this problem require you to design a solution, okay, require you to use a software that design the 3D design lah, 3D design, mechanical design or okay. So discuss with your supervisor, and okay, this will require you to go and research for the certain information. Okay, so I left it blank under each item so that you can use. Okay, remember that you doesn't have to take it all. Okay, to be a complex engineering problem, it need you to have WP1 and some of WP2 until WP7, not all. Okay, and to make it WP1 in-depth engineering knowledge, not all from WK3 until WK8, just some of them. So if you mention WK3 and WK4, then that's it, that's all. Okay, you don't need to thinking to satisfy all the item here. Okay, choose uh, some of the item here and why you think so. State your reason and state your justification. Why do you think that this is the problem require this knowledge? Okay, I think that's one for this one. And the last page, the last slide is the logbook template. Okay, logbook tak ada space, logbook template. Okay, you can download here or from the website. Okay, so I revised some of item in the logbook so that you need to write both. Okay, this is your discussion and you need to record what is the comment from your supervisor. Okay, you need to write it, not the supervisor need to write it. The supervisor can comment, can apa ni, using voice or using text. So you need to record any comment from your supervisor. Okay, and write the weeks. Okay, for example, you can do the backdated from week 1 until until the end. Okay, date from when to when. Okay, this week from when to when. Okay, record your discussion. And the important thing is task delegation. You have 4 members, but some of you have 2 members. So make sure that all members do their part. Okay, because at the end of this semester, you will have the peer review. Your friend will review, will give marks for the other friend or other members. Okay, so please do your job. Okay, because this group will maintain until next semester. And if some of you doesn't satisfied with the other members and some sort of problem, so it will become hard for you and for the other as well, and for me as your coordinator. I think that's all for this brief for the 3rd week. So I hope you enjoy this this project, and yeah, that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.